Yeah, it's going on here. Ooh, 11 in Minnesota. Yeah, that's cool. That's definitely cool. Yeah, Derek Chauvin, got stabbed over the weekend. And that was just, of course, so George Floyd was the person who was also involved in that incident for which Derek Chauvin got convicted. But yeah, he got from Scott Adams. Very interesting coincidence there. And so John Allen says, "Hey Rob, good to catch a morning." Their weekend of crack binge. They got to call John. Hey man, fielding requests all day. Unfortunately, probably won't be able to catch the afternoon show either, but I'll watch it later, so make it a good one. John, thanks for saying hi. Hopefully you're having a beautiful Monday, my friend. Keep chilling out there and making that moolah, my friend. And thanks for joining us today, but we'll see you later. Melissa says, I might move to Arizona for the winter. I wish. Hey, Fanticus says this. I hired Jigam to do the art. I'll have the links when they're available. It's limited time available. I'm not interested in being famous, but I know there are people in the community who would like a copy. Absolutely, V. Absolutely. Yeah, so let us know. We'll share the link and we'll make sure everybody's aware of it for sure, so that they can support your work. I'd like to support your work and see the finished product. And Gina, nice job on it, man. It looks beautiful. It looks awesome. And that's how I knew I liked it, man. I knew I liked it. So it's all coming together. And I absolutely love that you guys connected and were able to do something. That's super cool. Very, very cool. And hey, Nikki, thank you for that. Nikki P says, I referred my sister-in-law to you over Thanksgiving.
Hey, Clay Warren.
Brought her over to the show? That's what we're talking about.
You have a good weekend?
Spotify just uploaded anti-Trump prosecutor busted. Yeah, we're getting caught up.
Stayed unplugged most of the weekend. It was enjoyable. Kind of a good recharge for me.
I get between 40 to 50 per driveway. It takes half.
I almost participated in Topher live stream last night, but then I was like, nah, fuck that. Oh, look at this piggy up here.
Line a bunch of them up, right? So like just do a whole street kind of thing. When I was cleaning pools, that's what I would try to do. Is like sync up. Like, if I could get like 10 pools on one street, and that was the best. If I had to do 10 pools and get in the car between every pool, like that was a nightmare of loading stuff up. If you could just set like literally like I had it where I could like walk up one side of the street, do like 3 pools on one side, hit 2 on the way back, and get the car. Like that's 5 pools out of the day. It's good, man. It's good. That's good consistency. So if you can scrape those together, yeah, you can really optimize. I'm sure you're doing that one nation. And of course, like the neighbors see you, like who's your pool guy, who's your snow guy, kind of thing. Love that one nation. Jackie's here. What's up, Jackie C? Hey, Rob. Hey, Jackie. Happy Monday. Welcome back. Mainer's here. Says, I moved back to Maine because of the snow. I grew up in New Jersey. Yeah, we don't have much snow here. I don't have a lot of snow experience. That's for sure. Imagine if you could shovel one driveway, then clean the pool next door. That's a twofer, man. Yeah. Now we're talking like maximum efficiency. Yeah, we have a lot of amazing people. Southson's right about that. Amazing. Okay, so let's take a look at the latest in Congress. What else is happening out there? So I pulled up the House Press Gallery, and they adjourned last week. The next meeting is going to be tomorrow. So November 28th, tomorrow, 12 p.m. Morning hour debate, 2 p.m. back for legislative business in Congress.
Morning, unindoctrinated.
As you can see here, nothing today.
You have a good weekend as well.
But tomorrow, the Senate will be busy. We have
pretty much stayed unplugged.
Session, business meetings to consider nominations, hearing to discuss gun violence epidemic, and then House rules. So not much of
gun violence epidemic.
Congress. I was taking a look at what Mike Johnson. And he posted this on the 25th, talking about small business.
Connor's listening to me.
We also have this important image. This painting, George Washington. Beautiful there. But not much else from him. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I was watching a little bit of Toe for Life and inDOCtriNATIon stream, and then fell asleep on the couch.
Coming into the United States today, so he just won there in Argentina. And he's going to be traveling to the United States. He's planning a private visit on Monday. I wonder what that's all about. He said, heading to the United States. Long live freedom, damn it.
Nice, nice. Trying to get a hold of some friends. I'm not able to go this year, so but hopefully my brother gets one. I'm trying to get some venison to do some more jerky. Really want to make some venison jerky.
And deregulation. It's not about seeking financing. He's going to travel to Washington. He's going to meet Juan Gonzalez. He's going to meet with the National Security Council. The agenda through Tuesday includes also conversations with the Treasury Department, interesting, and functionaries with the IMF and the World Bank. Yeah, he's nuking his central bank there in Argentina. So we've got Milei will arrive with several members of his team, including Luis Cappuccino, an advisor on finance.
I was going to do the Jones Plantation watch party last night, but I didn't see Anna on at all. And I want her to be able to participate since it's her login for it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the stream on my regular channel, but then I'm going to have to switch it over to the alts. Put you in an order? Morning, Dirty. Hope you had a good weekend.
Had anything good? Yeah, actually, I think that probably just wrapped up. It sounds like. So let's listen to a little bit of this.
Chief Justice.
Oh well. No, it's probably I'm probably going to do it. Start the stream with YouTube, but I'm probably going to end the YouTube stream and then we'll watch it on Discord and Rumble.
Major OxyContin case headlines for the December session, although we're not there yet. Justices today.
It was good. I had my son over Saturday. Well, my oldest son and his girl. It's relaxing, watching Michigan win for the third year in a row. Go Blue. But I live in a house divided, so half the crowd was happy, half the crowd wasn't. Yeah, I made a smoked turkey. That one I got in Costco. And grab some coffee.
First offense, no jail. Like first offense is like you get probation, like literally cannot go to jail. For the first offense. It's a warning. Second offense is jail. Third offense is prison. Right? So warning, jail, prison. Generally. And that's the three strikes. Like prison's like you're going away, like 4 or 5 years probably. It's the third offense, the kind of third felony offense. So here, serious drug offenses, if it's that category, and you possess a firearm, and you're convicted of a felony, the question before the justice is, what does that even mean? What is a serious drug offense? Is that marijuana? Is that cocaine? Is that amphetamine? Is it
How's this?
high quantities? Right?
Just
Is
sitting
it
here.
the purpose of the drug? Is it transportation of drugs? Is it manufacture of drugs? Is it quantities for resale? Is it quantities for personal use? Are there other indicias of sale?
It's delicious, I'll tell you that. It was expensive, but it's delicious. There's still had a sandwich yesterday from it. All right, I'll be right back.
For purposes of the act. Eugene Jackson and Justin Rashad Bradley argue that the definition of serious drug offense should incorporate drug schedules that were in effect either when they committed the federal firearm offense or at the time of sentencing. Now, the federal government argues that they should incorporate the schedules that were in effect at the time of the state drug offenses. So, interesting. Now, who's this woman? Why is it on the screen right now? All right, anyway, so let's listen to a little bit of that and see what that sounded like in SCOTUS this morning.
And may it please the court. Once more, we confront the Armed Career Criminal Act, this time with
KB, it's not serious if it's done at the White House,
regard to which drug schedules a sentencing court is to consult in order to determine whether a prior state drug crime is a match with those federal schedules and thus either is or is not a predicate under the ACCA. We submit that the sentencing court should use the schedules that are current at the time of sentencing. That is because at its core, the ACCA is a sentencing enhancement. It is not a crime unto itself. And this court has said that the ordinary practice is to apply current law, including at sentencing. There's no reason to deviate from that ordinary practice here. The statute is phrased in uniformly present terms. The goal of the ACCA is to incapacitate only the most serious offenders. And finally, to do otherwise, as the government suggests, would be to ignore entirely Congress's choice to change those drug schedules with the 2018 Farm Bill. With that, I invite the court's questions.
Mr. Green, didn't we say in McNeil that looking at the statute is a backward-looking exercise?
You certainly did, Justice Thomas. And McNeil, however, is actually a complement in some sense for this case, not a barrier. And the reason why I say that is that McNeil looked at the historical facts of the state crime. We are now engaged in the present tense effort to figure out what the federal sentence should be, including a potential ACCA mandatory minimum enhancement. McNeil acknowledged, as I just said, that the statute is.
I want to see if there's any other. I want to see what the judges are getting into. So we'll continue to listen to that. Farm Bill.
So we got flurries last night, but it looks like my son did a Snapchat last night.
Assess drug weight.
And he had like 4 inches of snow up in Ann Arbor.
The court couldn't figure out under the new formulation.
So we'll see how much is still there when we get up near Monroe.
So let me ask you a question.
It's fucking cold as fuck this morning.
What if the same, using your logic,
Finally warmed up a little bit.
There was a crime, a state offense that was not on the schedule, that was not included on the controlled substance schedule, but then subsequently, after the commission of the state crime, but before sentencing.
Yeah, I was watching the Iowa State and who were they playing? Iowa State and somebody. They had every 5 yards they had to plow it just to show the lines.
Application of the law.
Pretty cool game to watch.
So,
been a while since I've seen a good snowball.
For some sort of a crime, then they add the drug to the schedule later before he's sentenced. Then the sentencing is enhanced because the drug is added to the schedule as a serious drug offense, and they enhance the schedule. He says, no, you can't do that because my client was charged when it was not on the schedule. It's an ex post facto law, which means it came in after the fact. It's like that's prohibited under the Constitution. If you do a bunch of conduct and they make that illegal, like after the fact, you can't do that. It's obviously illegal.
Sorry, Saturday night. I watched so many games that mean absolutely nothing to me. It's just exciting. Why college football, especially. I watched a little bit of NFL yesterday, but I mean, the Lions weren't playing because they lost on Thursday. But college football all day Saturday, and I get. With YouTube TV, I can get the little 4-screen picture-in-picture thing going, where I can just pop between games. Yeah, I probably wouldn't dare. I do some cool recording out there, but I don't think I'd try to stream. I got to answer this because I need to approve this for these people. Hello.
Hello. May I please speak to Norm?
Speaking.
How you doing, Norm? My name is Malik. I worked for you guys at Bexham before a few years back.
Yeah.
And I was one of the guys standing open to such small people.
Well, they're getting ready to get busy again, and they're asking me to get some people ready to go. So if you are interested, I can set up an appointment with you, and you can come in to just update your information with us. And once they start calling for people, you'd be one of the first ones to go.
Okay, but right now they're not hiring. They're not.
Well, yeah. Well, they just usually this time of year is when they let the people with the poor tenants go until after the holidays. But they're anticipating they just got a big order, and they're getting the line ready for it now. As soon as they're ready, they're going to start asking for people. So.
Okay. Well, yeah, I can come in and update my information.
All right, you want to set it up for like 1 o'clock tomorrow?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm booked up today. So. All right, yeah. I'll see you 1 o'clock tomorrow. Just make sure you bring your up-to-date ID and stuff with you, okay?
Okay, no problem.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow, bud.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
All right.
It's not who I thought it was. I'm waiting. Some guy at the mix plant says he inhaled something. He inhaled fucking flour.
Gets a break on the way to the sentencing forum. That's what happened in Dorsey. That's what happened in Pew. That's what happened in Concepcion. So if an offender gets a break on the way, the defender gets the opportunity to take advantage of that break, to make the argument. We don't say that somebody who is on notice 10, 12, 15 years ago when they commit a
crime. He started last week and he missed his first day, then was late the second day. I mean, dude, it was a short week last week anyway. And then today, he suddenly goes, I inhaled something. I need to go sit down. And then when the boss went to go find him, he was gone. Sends me a message saying, oh, I think I'm going to die. I inhaled something. I'm like, then go to the emergency room, asshole. I didn't say asshole, but that's what I thought.
Your rule doesn't do anything to enhance rejection of a criminal for committing another crime.
Well, I think our rule does do something very important, which is to respect Congress's choice to change the drug schedules and to narrow the types of drugs that are going to go on the federal schedule.
Some technical stuff there. Okay, so we've got, man, it's good to see everybody. We got Douglas D is here, says, so you fixed the broken live chat? Hopefully fixed it. Working on it. Toenail says, drugs is an abstract term. Under the influence is an objective term. We got Hunter with my kilo. We got Jesser Bob. Says, Sotomayor has such weird stuff to say, never seems to follow the common sense path in front of her. Says,
I don't think so.
Aren't there more interesting and useful cases out there to hear?
I think more people need to hear that shit.
This stuff is interesting, if you're kind of
I mean, I will say that I think most of your audience,
I would say, it's more.
I would hope anyway, knows most of that stuff, but it's still it's great to have that up there in the ether.
Supreme Court, and but it is kind of a nuance. Case, right? It's like you got charged or adding stuff after the fact. They're trying to distinguish it. It's not as juicy as some other ones. Yeah, that was Sotomayor. He was asking some questions there. Right, he says, the libertarian in me says it's up to the individual what they put in their body to do drugs. Why should the government have any sort of any say over what substances I take? It's a good position. Yeah, it's a good position. We talk about like victimless crimes and stuff like that, right? But drugs can also be very addictive. Drugs can be very bad. My family's got, unfortunately, had an experience with that. Yeah, Rocky says, yeah, exactly, Rocky. This is a good question. Like elections being stolen, little things like that. Little things like, what was it, like 23 state attorney generals wanting to do something, and he said, yeah, we're good. That type of stuff. Yeah, I get it, Rocky. JC says, a legal nerd, Rob, because you actually found it interesting. It is interesting. It's good logic. You get to see how these things work.
I would say keep plowing.
How these things work. And ultimately, even though this is
I get my best audiences when I'm consistent. It actually hurts me not to be disconnected on the weekend. I know it does. And then I'm working all week trying to get the audience back again. And we'll see with the live stream coming up at work on the main channel. But I get it, man. And it just kind of depends on when you're doing it too. That's why I don't leech just to give the information out there. I leech people that I normally would be watching while I'm streaming, because, and then the thing is, I never try to, when I see Bao go live, it automatically makes me not want to go live, just because a good portion of my audience is his audience. And, you know, I mean, I'll get people that, you know, get tired of his crankiness once in a while, but that's about it. And it's just with most of the people that I watch, if they go live while I'm live, I will always try and jump over to them. And it's not just to leech. I mean, like, yeah, you know, I'm getting the information I want to see at that time. So, but I like the way, I mean, the way you're doing it is you have structure on the way you're doing it and stuff like that. That's how most original shows are. I've never proclaimed to be an original entity, really. I just, you know, everyone knows who I am. Everyone knows that if I see something and I'm able to stop, I generally will, but I'm not out there. I just work. I'm too fucking busy. I'm too fucking busy to be doing all this shit. And to end up in jail for even 2 days would be pretty detrimental for my family. But I'm willing to do it in the right situation, you know? So but as far as rights go, I would hope that most of your audience understands that. It's the point is to try and maybe draw on a few people that don't understand that.
KP says,
Yeah.
I like the rule, but I don't agree the condition should apply from now on. Using past criminal history sounds twisty. Yeah, and I think the better standard is just notice.
Yeah, and I don't want to be all around people 100% of the time that completely agree with me. Hell, I had my mother-in-law over Saturday. She's buck.
Because it's the universe.
I mean, she's.
You don't have to be like have actual notice of all the permutations.
I love her,
What's going to
but
happen.
I mean, she's
People don't do that. Like even for DUIs, like we really know.
on the other spectrum politically, I would say. The other side of the spectrum, and that's good, because I mean, I'm not a dick about things. I just kind of.
At least the law does.
Plus, it was fun on Saturday too, because she's an Ohio State fan. Her and my wife. So.
Discretion in that, where a prosecutor can allege an enhancement.
But I'm not a dick. I'm not one of those guys on Facebook for 2 days before the game, or even the day before the game, that is posting crap, downgrading the other team. That was a good fucking game on both sides. Just the better team won.
Cartier says, my Gen Z co-workers talk about mushrooms and acid the way my friends talked about weed, like they're really real. It's very strange. Yeah, I mean, I've also observed that. But again, it's because it's more ubiquitous, I think. It's because go buy it. And, you know, there might actually be some therapeutic benefits to that, right? And we're studying that, so it's curious. It's a very curious dynamic. Staying away from the booze and maybe some alternatives. I'm not encouraging it's not medical advice. Senior Chief says, I agree, put what you want in your body, but when you're right to put things in the body or infringing on my family's right to life and safety as they drive down the road, that's when we got issues. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, if you just start handing out fentanyl, like at Circle K or whatever, then you have a bunch of people who can get pretty sick pretty quickly. And there's a lot of poor people out there, there's a lot of lonely people out there. There's a lot of people who are in a lot of pain. You know, you try it one time and get help and stuff like that. And so now you have to ask yourself, as a society, is an ounce of prevention worth a pound of the cure?
And I think it has a lot to do with, I mean,
San Francisco doesn't care about what substances.
Ryan Day got out coached by our one of our assistant coaches, because that was the last day of Harbaugh's suspension. So it's always. I mean, Harbaugh has won every single Big Ten game except for those three in a row against Michigan.
Patty says, "I'd like to get addicted to exercise, man.
In 4 years." I mean, he beat Michigan his first game, but that was in fucking 2020
I get a nice dopamine hit
during fucking COVID,
I feel like I've got some.
when half the games were
Body
canceled.
feels looser. I feel like I look better physically. Like we can't deny that. I I feel better about how I look, feel, and move. And so you get that positive reinforcement, and it's a dopamine hit, right? It's like a dopamine hit when you get your body moving. So
did anybody watch any of the Long Island audits recent one that he did at a town hall or something like that in New York, Nassau County, New York? They have reinstituted mask mandates there. They actually said everyone is required. There's a sign as you go in. Everyone's required to have a mask on.
I don't know much about it.
So I can see that becoming some content again, because I'm not sure a lot of people around here are ready to do that shit again. I sure as fuck I wasn't ready the first time. So the only time I wore a mask was when I went to visit my sister in the hospital.
Because those can add up pretty quickly.
Well, yeah, I mean, you still see people every once in a while rolling around with a mask on. Those are just I don't feel anything about that. I'm not mad at them for wanting to. If they think that that's helping them, I don't care. My thing is, don't force me. Don't force me to do it, because I know they don't fucking work. Anybody with a medical license who says they do should have that license taken away.
And is that forever? People just like it's a phase that slows down.
There was everybody else. I don't know if he was or not. He never showed himself on camera. He was talking pretty clear, like he didn't have one on. But nobody said anything to him. Like I said, I don't care. Everyone around me can wear one if they want. I don't give a shit.
Minimum sentences never work well. The entity says, I'm addicted to creating things. That's another good point.
I at first I thought it was too, but no, that was just a couple days old. I thought it was old. I was like, oh, he's rehashing an old video, and then I'm like, no, this is brand new. I'm pretty sure he would wear one if they made him, but I don't know. I mean, I did get an exception just for I mean, I stopped going to Costco. I almost gave up my Costco membership because of it, but they only did it for about 3 months at Costco.
Yeah, what she says, used to be a math quiz, like myself.
Plus all those places that do. Yeah, just don't force me. I don't care. Like I said, you do what you want. I don't care. If you think that's helping you, if that psychologically is helping you, fine. I mean, I had one coworker up here in Monroe the last time. I mean, literally it was almost 6 months after everybody wasn't wearing him anymore. She was still wearing it. And I'm not going to give, maybe in the back of my head, I'm thinking, geez, but I'm not going to say anything. That makes you feel better? Wear one. Fuck.
Justice Kavanaugh? We know that Congress thought about this because of 921A20, the expungement provision. So Congress specifically addressed the circumstances under which a prior conviction.
No, it doesn't. Or a big ass beard.
Situations. This is not a case where speculating on.
Yeah, I know.
Congress.
I know, dirty.
This kind of issue arising, or relied on that.
I think I even have one tucked into the door here, an old beard mask. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that's a gator. I'll wear a gator, too. Oh, yeah, I do have a beard mask here. It's so fucking dirty, tucked in the door here. But the thing is, I paid a little bit extra for that one because it's got filters in it, so it's like an N95. But it still don't seal. You ain't going to get no mask to seal with this beard. It just ain't gonna happen. Yeah,
So we'll cover this on the show today. I already have
But those were actually vaccines too. Some of them were. Some of them.
There was also a filing, there were also 2 filings this weekend. So we're going to do an appeal segment on the show today. We'll very likely read through this
Pinch
today. So thank you, Elliot, for dropping the news from the house. And that's going to be something.
Morning, Chopper.
2 other filings. There's one about, in New York. We went through it last week.
Loves you, buddy. Hope you had a good holiday.
The person who said that they were getting all sorts of nasty voicemails, they took that and they submitted that in the appeal for Chuckins get. So in the Court of Appeals in DC, they said, "Oh, look how dangerous."
No, I mean there's occasions where I would wear one anyway, like in the back of the mixed plant or something like that. There's so much fucking flour dust in the air. It actually helps. It ain't gonna stop a fucking virus.
That'll be fun. Thank you, Ollie, for that one. And then let's see what else we got, my friends. Spuds is here. What's up, Spuds? Says Rob, with the legalization of marijuana in New York, people are not using it for reasonable use, like smoking a doobie by the pool and chilling out. What are they doing with it?
Yeah.
I guess that's what I was saying. Like at work, like the barista guy who's high on shrooms in Uranus. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. What's up? Stephanie Womax is here.
Right.
Kevin G's here. It says Fetterman 2024 for what? Amazing. Okay, so thank you, my friends, for joining us. It's a beautiful morning. I'm glad to be back here in business. And it's going to be, I think, a good week as we get into.
Come on, Amazon, get the fuck out of the
how
way.
much the courts.
This trailer's going to try and pass them on the right. Watch.
Busy. I thought we were actually going to
He
get
won't be able to get over.
maybe a ruling on the Court of Appeals this week. I thought it was before December. So Sweet says, I quit caffeine for pregnancy and I'm never going back. No anxiety ever, even during BS. It's good. He's going to start drinking caffeine again. Yeah, I got some caffeine right here, as a matter of fact. So we'll see. What's up, Tom McC says, no Biden meetings. I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you. And it sounds like a normal Biden schedule for us. GSD says, I got into a few chats incognito. These people are nuts. They were behind organizing the George Floyd riots. Ironically, the first poster out before he died. Oh, Idaho, Tom says. Yeah, Tom's up in Idaho, so people traveling up to Idaho. Yeah. It's funny. Yeah, it's Arizona people. When we get rain or when we get snow, it's like, an emergency. Nobody knows how to drive. Nobody knows what to do. He says, caffeine is actually good for you if you have fatty liver. It inspires the creation of phagocytes for autophagy of fats within cells. Just don't overdo it. He says, that's good to know. That's good to know. So we've got fatty liver. Think about some caffeine. Okay, my friend, so let us leave it there. It is a beautiful, beautiful Monday, and I'm so grateful that you are back. I hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving, an amazing holiday break, and you're feeling good. You're feeling recharged. I certainly am. And it's going to be busy, I think. We've got
big handles.
A lot of activity, cooking, a lot of stuff for schools.
I don't know if I've seen them.
Next holiday break, and so I hope your Monday
I don't go to Walmart
is
that
good.
much.
Hopefully shaking up off the cobwebs a little bit, loosening up, getting ready to get out there and get after it, my friends. We'll leave it there on this beautiful morning. We'll be back in a few hours to get into it again. We've got, I think we're going to take a look to see what's happening in New York. We're going to take a look at the Court of Appeals. We also had some filings that came out about Trump replying to the statutory motion, the statutory basis for the motion to dismiss and the constitutional basis for the motion to dismiss. So we've got some good stuff to get into. We will. Friends. Make it a great day out
I gotcha.
there. Here in a few hours. Tell them, my friends.
A little slow this morning. Hey, it's Monday, man. It took me a minute to catch it. So it doesn't have to be Walmart, huh? It can be Kroger. What the hell is this? Whoop. Not 4 babies, but it definitely works. We'll put the whole baby in there. They're young enough. And then tie a knot on top, where they're safe. Oh yeah, I am in support of both of you on that. Well, I don't believe in a monotheistic God. I believe our ancestors are our guides spiritually. I hear my ancestors calling me all the time. It's just up to me to hear it. Ooh, on your oath.
Float along?
Yes, ma'am. I'll take care of that for you. Well, I mean, if it was a city property, but considering it's city property, it's considered private property. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? I ain't not doing anything wrong. You're not breaking laws by any means. You're not breaking laws. You're not in trouble. You said I'm not breaking any laws? Oh, no. Alright, so. You're not breaking laws. City property. Yes. That's what I told him. I said, you're not breaking laws. And I said, well, you're not breaking laws because I'm being responsible. As of now, you are. Give me your ID. Now we're down to investigation. I want your ID. No, give me your ID. You're not free to go now. Because now you want to play the game. Go give me your identification. Give me the identification you're going to get. Sir? You're failing to follow a lawful order, which is they've asked you to leave city property or asked me to ask you to leave. You're refusing to do so. Now I'm going to trespass you from the property. Because I asked you 3 times last time. You said, well, somewhere. No, now you want to refuse, and I'm going to identify you like trespass.
But if they don't give me my ID, I'll get jailed.
That's exactly correct. You'll be arrested. You'll be fingerprinted released. All I want is your identification. No, because not because of the sign, but because you failed to comply with my investigation, which was I asked you to leave nicely initially. You wanted to play the game with me. Now I'm playing the game with you.
Well,
Let me have your stop. Let me have your identification. Identification. I'm not gonna say it. Constitution handcuffs. Turn around. Turn around. You see the sign. You put your phone in your pocket. You know the game because you want to say, am I being trespassed? You're playing the game with me, what you're doing.
You're trespassing, y'all.
I asked you to leave before that. You wanted to play the game to make me trespass you. Don't play dumb games, man. It's going to get you in trouble.
In the United States District Court for the Southern District of Georgia, Savannah Division, Jeffrey Gray, plaintiff, versus Robert Heminger, lieutenant of the Fort Worth Police Department.
Yeah, I'm not sure which way it's going to go as for the military. I would hope.
Civil rights violation, jury trial demand.
But you never know. It's all about power. Who's controlling them? Those soldiers.
Rather than of laws. Victory. After fire lawsuit, Georgia City forced to apologize to veteran arrested for holding a God Bless the Homeless Veteran sign outside of City Hall. Following a First Amendment lawsuit from the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression and the University of Georgia Law School's First Amendment Clinic, the City of Fort Worth, Georgia agreed to a settlement with Jeff Gray. As part of the settlement, the city agreed to donate a symbolic $1,791 to the National Coalition for the Homeless Veterans, a nod to the First Amendment's ratification in 1791, and will give $1,791 each to Gray and Fire. Fort Whitworth will also maintain the public space in front of City Hall as an open public forum and train officers on citizens' First Amendment rights. Fort Whitworth found out the hard way that you can't try to bulldoze my rights and get away with it, said Gray, who regularly examines whether government officials know and respect citizens' First Amendment rights. I'm thankful for the outcome here, but I won't stop speaking out on behalf of myself and my fellow citizens. The city will provide 2 hours of First Amendment training conducted by a reputable nonprofit legal organization to each of its law enforcement officers once every 12 months for 5 years. The first 2-hour training video course is titled Responding to First Amendment Auditors, produced by the Georgia Public Safety Training Center and Clayton County Police Legal Advisor.
I'd like to see that.
Kirkbride, and has been or will be completed in 2023 by each of the city's law enforcement officers. Intent to rescind. The City of Fort Whitworth, as part of this settlement, hereby rescinds any and all existing trespass notices concerning Jeffrey Gray in Johnson County, Florida, including the trespass notice issued on July 19th, 2021 in the City of Fort Worth.
It only took them 2 years and 4 months to get that done.
Public notice, 2.
Ridiculous.
City law enforcement officers and City Hall employees from the City of Fort Worth.
Everyone always bitches at Jeff. How come you don't follow up? He does. It just takes a long ass time.
That may be used by members of the public for expressive activity, including demonstrations, protests, petitioning, and holding.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting ready to be on the other side of the road. This side's been done. It's done.
City of Fort Worth, Georgia, which I find to be kind of.
No, we're going to be on this side. They're going to put both lanes over here now, I think.
And per the terms of
while they work on the other side.
Issues this apology with regard to the incident on July 19th, 2021. So that's the apology. So there you have it. After more than 2 years, the Fort Whitworth saga is finally settled. Thank you to the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, or FIRE, the University of Georgia Law School's First Amendment.
Yeah, she's on it today.
Attorney Tom Withers and his wonderful team, and especially you guys, my beloved viewers, subscribers, and supporters. God bless you, and God bless the homeless vets.
He came inside and asked her to leave his restaurant.
Yeah.
She told him, yeah, you go upstairs, but he didn't go because it's one of the his time outside.
All right, Lois.
So just sweetly after the float along.
Yes, ma'am. I'll take care of that for you. I love serving multi-purpose roles. Just to let you know, we also reset the AC to 72 upstairs. This will be cool for you guys for that.
Thank you. Yeah, but we'll just stand out there.
All right. Let's see what's going on. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? You okay? What's your first name? Yeah. Jeff? Jeff? Hi, Jeff. Hey, man. First, I appreciate the sign. That's awesome. Yes, sir. So I appreciate the sign. That's pretty awesome. The ladies in front have asked me if you could go find another location to hang out. I ain't not doing anything wrong. Not breaking any laws by any means. They just right here in front of City Hall is a little bit different area. You know what I'm saying? For city property. Yeah. But I mean, you can go. Legitimately, you can go at the corner on this side of the grass. You can go anywhere on the side of the road. Just city properties they were asking if you don't mind just find another location. You're not breaking law, you're not in trouble. Well, that's kind of the issue. They don't want you to sit out here. So, it's a city property, so they can ask you to leave if they want you to. You said I'm not breaking any law? Well, no, but also, the only city owns the property, so they can ask you to hang out somewhere else. Okay, all right. Sounds good.
Attempt to cop. And I could say that my beliefs are definitely lean one side to the other, but 100% on either side, no, there's no way. There's no way. That's what's cool about being an individual.
That's what I told them. So that these are the police. I don't know if I did. I was like, well, I get that, but he's like, I never know. He's I said, it's owned by the city. They don't feel comfortable with saying that. You're just going to get a message. You have to have property. Well, I mean, if it was a city property, you would consider it city property. So you understand what it's anywhere else.
City property is considered private property, he said. I remember this. I remember this being fumed 2 years ago when he got arrested for this. The fucking cackling woman inside the building. Just had to move right along.
So, is there a reason why you want to stand here? I'm all for that. I'm all for you recording. I got an issue with that. Okay? I got my body cam on. I didn't know what that's for. I'm probably going to get across the intersection. Anyways, so what I did was I called for a patrol unit because I'm actually working for the code enforcement section. Okay? I'm still a police officer. This is city property. Okay, you do have the right to spread your message anywhere you want. This is private property. Then they have the right to ask you to leave. They can't tell you, turn your sign up or anything like that, but that's the whole point of why I was out here talking to you. The ladies seem to feel comfortable, so just hanging out for us still. And being that's on city property, they have the right to ask you to leave. You can go stand on that corner, you can go stand anywhere it's not actual city property, and do it as you wish, brother, and spread the message. So that's all I'm saying. Okay? Now, if you
Yeah, big dummies. That's about the nicest ad hom you could think of.
You can spread that message with love any way you want, other than city property right here. You understand what I'm saying? City property? All this is city hall. It's a city property. As of now, you are. Give me your ID. Now we're down to investigation. No, give me your ID. You're not free to go now. Because now you want to play the game. Give me your identification. Give me the identification, you're going to jail. Give me your identification so I can identify you and I can trespass you, then you can leave. I'm not going to ask you a third time. If I get arrested, I'll lose my job. I'm not trying to arrest you, I'm trying to get you to comply with me, and you're trying to refuse to do that. So listen to me carefully. I want your identification so I can identify you and trespass you. Sir? You're failing to follow a lawful order, which is they've asked you to leave city property or asked me to ask you to leave. You're refusing to do so. Now I'm going to trespass you from the property. You're going to get you 3 times likely to step off somewhere else. Nope, now you wanted to refuse, so now I'm going to identify you and I can trespass you. If I don't give you my ID, I'll get a jail. That's exactly correct. You'll be arrested. You'll be fingerprinted released. So all I want is your identification. No, because you, not because of the sign, but because you failed to comply with my investigation, which was, I asked you to leave nicely initially. You wanted to play the game with me. Now I'm playing the game with you. Well, let me have your stop. Let me have your identification. Identification. I'm not gonna say it. Handcuffs. Turn around. Turn around. You see the sign? You put your phone in your pocket. All you have to do is give me your ID, bud. What's so hard with that? You know the game because you want to say, am I being trespassed? You could have given me an idea, but a trespass you should walk off.
No, you're telling me to leave. I'd rather not leave.
No, you're playing the game with me, but you're doing.
If you're trespassing, I'll leave.
I asked you to leave before that. You wanted to play the game and make me trespass you. Don't play dumb games, man. It's going to get you in trouble.
Don't turn it. Why are you
I'm putting it in your phone. I'm putting it in your...
Just stop the recording. It's all recorded right here.
It's all recorded right here. I'm saving your battery.
Pick my phone and start recording.
Sure, gladly. That's what you want me to do, brother? I'll do it to you.
Thank you.
There you go.
Hey,
put it in your pocket.
Right here.
I'm going to put it in this pocket. It's going to fall out. It's an iPhone. I don't want to break it. I don't have the money to replace your phone. You see how the city is looking at?
You don't have the money to replace your phone, but the city's got enough money to pay this lawsuit.
At least 5 to 6 times to step off the property. You said politely that you didn't want to do that. I didn't have a problem with that. I went back and asked the ladies, I said, what do you feel comfortable with? They said, no, I don't feel comfortable with staying out here because there's a bunch of ladies that are working here. Even though you're not being violent, they have a right to ask you to leave, partner. All you have to do is go step off to the next land property over there and you can spread the message above all day. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to bust your chops, man. I'm just doing my job.
No.
Okay, you have that right. You have that right. The only thing you have to answer is name, date of birth, and about your current address. Is all that current on your license? All right. All right, hang tight for a second. I'm going to grab your sign so we can take that with you, okay?
Yeah, fuck the police.
Yeah, he's under arrest. I asked him 4 more times. I said, listen, you're not breaking the law essentially by standing over the side. I said, the ladies don't feel comfortable with you being on the property because it's just a bunch of ladies, even though you're not being disorderly. I said, they have the right to ask you to leave. It is City Hall property. All you have to do is go to the next corner over here.
Oh, get him, Chopper, get him.
I want to talk about you anywhere else. I'll let you walk off. So he started playing the game. Well, am I being trespassed? I was like, you know what, let me have your ID. And he refused to give it to me, so now it was...
He never refused to give it to you, dumbass.
Obstruction. So... Yeah, he's like, well, I'll just leave now. I was like, no, we're past that point now. We're playing the game. So, I'm going to take his sign and everything with him. He's going to end up getting released, but I'm going to have him banned from the property, from City Hall. Okay? Yes, ma'am. Right, but they asked you just to go stand on the corner. It's just because there's a bunch of ladies up here. That's all it was. And then you trying to play the game with me, right?
No, but you don't understand. We talk to our events. We care about it. But we also have rules. You can't just do what you want.
And when I asked you to leave, you said, well, are you trespass? I said, well, not yet, but I'm trying to help you just walk off. And he said, well, being trespass? I said, okay, now we're going to play the game. And you refused to give me your ID. That was a big problem. Now you're under arrest for obstruction. And when y'all put him in the car, follow this officer over here. I asked him like 6 times. I said, look, you're not really breaking the law. I said, other than the fact that the police don't want you sitting here for a city hall, you can spread the load anywhere you want to. Sure, just go stand on that, down there, anywhere else. I said, I need you to leave, dude, because they don't feel comfortable with you. They have city property. They don't city property, and you'll be fine. Yeah. So after like 6 times, I was like, yo, I said, well, you know what? I said, you know, he's like, am I being trespassed? I was like, now we're playing the game. Okay, let me have your ID. You refused 3 times to give it to me.
Never refused one time. He asked you if he didn't, would he be arrested, and then you arrested him anyway.
I'm gonna run in my tablet. Just come over here, man. Change my net direct deposit. Yeah, you know what? It's not the bank anymore, but yes, ma'am. City Hall's open. They moved the bank. Yes, ma'am. If you run back out here to the light and you go right, you know where the new little gas station is right here, the pumping gate? It's right in that same little plaza up there. Okay? No, you're good. Well, they have an ATM here still that's for Renaissance, but the actual bank is over that way. Okay? All right, ladies. Have a good one. No, y'all okay. Active duty.
All we want you to do is just do the right thing, man. Just do, go home.
413.
That's it.
All right, 5-1 now. All right. He wanted his phone to stay recording, but now he's under arrest.
I mean, all of our shit's going, so he can do a.
You know, records place. Unless it was in Twitter's under arrest.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. That's his sign or whatever. Yeah. And if I first started talking to him, he's being cool, man. I'm like, yeah, I appreciate the message. It's all cool. So listen to me, though. He said, the ladies and officers don't feel comfortable with somebody just stand out here. So they just want you to go stand, piece of property.
What was he at? What was in the doorway?
Of course, the lady, but they by the numbers. I said,
I mean, that's in the doorway.
And she said, well, and he came in to use the bathroom. He was like, okay, no problem.
Blue line bullshit. We've all seen this video. All right, guys, I'm gonna try and get the mainstream up today. We'll see what there is to review. I didn't watch much of Crowder, so go over some of that. See you later on Indoctrinated.
You want to transfer that? Well, I don't need to tie two people up for one person's job.
I'll give you a pair of cuffs. I got like 5 cents. Just give them back to me.
I don't know if that's gonna help though. It's been so long that they've been doing it the wrong way. I just don't know. Is there enough good ones still left? We'll see. All right, love you guys. Yeah, please try and stay warm today. Peace.